Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start here. This is pretty much why that garden I have over at Arlanza has to be low maintenance. I have another garden. This is the one I have at home. This is my, believe it or not, this is a hugel bed too. You can see by that chunk of wood that I haven't buried yet. It'll get buried eventually if I get enough compost made up. This is another experiment that is probably failing. It's supposed to be a sub-irrigation bed, but I ran out of soil, so we'll see what happens here. A bunch of herbs. I have no idea what they are right now. I know one of them's plantain, the other one could be feverfew for all I know. And my pond, of course. I don't know if you can see that one. My little koi. Really good at hiding. Now the cover is to keep the algae down. And this is actually solar run aquaponics. Right now, about the only useful bed I have here is this one right over here. Maybe this one. I just took out a bunch of plants that got knocked out by the frost that we had. Oh, I hate these little guys. Oh, so I hate these little guys. You are going to be bird food. But this is not a aquaponic bed here, but it is another hugel bed. I got wood buried underneath there. Some friends of mine lost a tree, and they needed desperately to get rid of a bunch of the logs. So I'm glad it's doing so well this year, because last year, I couldn't get anything to grow in it. There's nothing special here. This is just plain old dirt with a hell of a lot of mulch. But this over here is a hugel bed, and I got a guild going around this tree. I'm not under the restrictions that I am over at the Arlanza Community Garden. Here I can plant mint as much as I like. And I believe that is what little bit I have of it. It's either that or that's oregano. I can't really tell the difference. But this whole thing right here is a hugel bed. This is beginning of some sheet mulching. I'm taking out the backyard of my parents' house. Isn't that nice of me? I really, really, really do not like mowing lawns. So, if they want me to take care of the yard, that's what they're going to get. This right here is a sunken bed, which does work a heck of a lot better in this area that I live in. I live in Southern California. We have clay soil, and it's really, really, really hard, so this is probably going to be the only sunken bed that I do. I'd rather do sheet mulching, honestly. It's so much easier on the feet and the ankles. But this here is I think it's an apricot tree. No, nectarine. Nectarine tree. I just put it in a few months ago. I'm getting a guild going around it. So far I have onions under here, and I know I have daffodils planted. Back over here, they haven't even showed up yet. I have a bunch of dahlias. Okay, I'm going to continue with the tour of my garden. Here is another aquaponic bed, or pond. It's not solar yet, but it's going to be if I get my druthers. This is another experiment of sub-irrigation. So far I have potatoes planted there. And since it's under a tree, this is probably not the best spot. I'll probably have to move them. And over here in the side yard, well, we have this bed underneath the tree again. This will probably be nothing but lettuce. Maybe some herbs. But over here, I planted this several months ago. Well, not planted, but established it. This is a lasagna bed. The whole thing. One side, like 1, 2, up to here, has 5 layers. And these two just have 2. So I have a heck of a lot to take care of back here, and again I have to make sure that it's very, very low maintenance, otherwise I'll be driven crazy chasing after weeds, and I frankly do not have enough time in the day to do that. And I'll finish with my lovely, lovely compost pile that, believe it or not, does not stink. But this will come in handy in the coming months because I have a lot of areas that do need compost. Just wanted to finish up. Those little fish have been so shy for so long. And yeah, I'm filling up my little pond here because somewhere, somehow, I have a leak. Between the gophers, or maybe just rough handling of the beds, I don't know. These beds are like 3 years old. It doesn't surprise me if they break.